Welcome back to another edition of Tuesday Training with Coach Korn. On Tuesdays, where we're covering the book Monday Morning Choices by David Cottrell. We are on choice number 8 this week, and we're ready for a good chapter. I hope you've been taking all the other chapters and applying them to your life and your business, and you're enjoying life and finding that you are making the right choices. All right, last week we talked about attitude choice number 7, and this week we're going to talk about Monday morning choice number 8, the adversity choice, conquer difficult times. And in this chapter in the book, David Cottrell talks about how truest test of our inner power, or what we can really do with ourselves and how much we can accomplish, really comes out when you're really faced with difficult situations. And sometimes it really takes that really life-challenging moment to figure out that you're a lot stronger than you think you are. In fact, a lot of people say that God will never put more on us than we can handle. So, and there's so many people and so many examples in this chapter where people have gone through that adversity. You know what? Life is tough. So in the book, David Cottrell talked about his wife. He actually had a period in his life where his wife was found out that she had cancer. On top of that, his father had passed away. And then at the same time both of those things were happening, he had quadruple bypass surgery. I mean, how much can one guy take, right? Well, Dave talks about in the book how, Karen is now his inspiration when he sees other people who have cancer and how to deal with that. His dad was his mentor and his guide. And then he's learned to really focus on the more important things in life. Life is really short when you have those life-altering moments or those life-threatening situations. And one of the things that David Cottrell talks about in the book is that no one is immune. In fact, I made a note here. Within a group of people that had done a study, there was a group of people that got together, and that group had faced cancer, had faced suicide, divorce, loss of children, drug abuse, loss of a spouse, bankruptcy, and other major areas of struggle. Everyone there had had a major crisis in their life. Adversity is a fact and a part of life. It's going to happen. We've talked about that over and over and over. Here's the important thing that I hope you get out of this video today, though. It is much easier to face these challenges in life with others along with you, your friends, your family, to rely on that help. It is much better to face it with them than to face it alone. He talks about, are you mired or are you motivated? The difference between successful people and average people is that successful people make a conscious choice to attack the problems, to use their energy to make them go away. Average people tend to use their energy to whine and complain and look for people to feel sorry for them. So everyone faces adversity. No one is immune. I want you to understand that. No one, even you, are not immune. So after the shock hits you of these things, we have to make the choice. You have to make the right choice. Is it self-pity, or is it do whatever's necessary to get through it and move forward? In fact, look around. There are plenty of examples all around you. Examples of people in your workplace, in your family, who have faced these challenging adversities. Some examples in the book, they talked about Lance Armstrong. They talked about Christopher Reeve. I mean, those are people that we can really look at that we can see face very challenging situations in their life. And then on page 116, David Cottrell talks about Melissa. Melissa, who found out her husband was with her best friend and was leaving her with children. She had no job. She had quit her career of 4 years to be a mother. And now she's successful, and she's been a big inspiration for David Cottrell. So conquering adversity. A friend of his, Chris Novak, wrote a book called Conquering Adversity. And he says this is an incredible book that everybody should read, but it was a great example of making the choice to move forward in an unimaginable tragedy. And Chris Novak talks about his wife and unborn son being killed in an auto accident. And he, it would have been so easy for everybody to be okay with him being consumed with how unfair life was, and to get the old pity party going and all that stuff. I mean, who wouldn't agree with that situation? But instead, Chris took that energy and he focused on moving forward. Now he's remarried, has children, and there's some suggestions that Chris has in his book for attacking adversity and doing the following. Number one is affirmation. Acknowledge what it is and what it is not. So put things in perspective of your situation. What is it and what is it not? The other one is expectation. It attacks our vision and it limits what we can really see. So our expectation of what's happened and what's going to happen can really limit us. So avoid the why trap. Communication. To conquer adversity, you have to allow others to help. Your friends want to help you. Locomotion. One of the biggest problems that you have in a situation like this is you freeze, you panic. You've got to keep moving forward, move forward, move forward. Collaboration. You can't face and overcome this alone. We've already talked about that. And then celebration. Get that positive energy in there. It gives us the strength to fight off these inevitable attacks. So celebrate that and fight off the negativism and the fears. Remember, you're not in this alone, and it is inevitable. These situations will come up in your life. So to end off the chapter, it says, explore your alternatives. Without question, the better you know yourselves, the more alternatives you can see for the future. Our personal store of energy that we have, along with our time, is our most valuable commodity. So in the face of adversity, we must ask ourselves, how can my time and energy best be used in this situation right now? The obvious answer is use your energy to explore workable alternatives so you can move to the next level. So the three things that you can do to make the adversity choice. In the book, David Cottrell on page 121 talks about those three choices. Number one, realize that adversity is a short-term situation. Number two, don't panic and freeze. Don't stop. Keep moving forward. Look for alternatives and use that energy to beat that negativism. And don't waste your energy looking for somebody to blame. We've talked about that in previous chapters, the victim chapter, remember that one? So don't look for people to blame. Choose the positives in the situation and the opportunities and grow and move forward. I wish you the best as you review this Monday morning choice number 8 in David Cottrell's book, Monday Morning Choices. I hope you're enjoying the material. The emails and feedback that we're getting are tremendous. Definitely a series that we're going to continue. So we hope you'll tune in next Tuesday for Tuesday Morning Choices with Coach Korn, and I'll see you on the World Wide Web at www.coachkorn.com.